Hi, Ingrid Fiedler here from Fiedler Languages, and today we're going to talk about the German cases. Of course, we're going to relate them to English. So, what is a case? Well, a case is just a way to categorize something. You see the bookcase behind me, it has books in it. This is a briefcase. It's used to carry letters, briefs, and then for German we have four basic cases. We have the nominative case, which is used for the subject and everything that has to do with the subject. Then we have the accusative case, which is used for direct objects and certain prepositions. We have the dative case, which is used for indirect objects and other certain prepositions. And then we have the genitive case, which is a case which shows possession, and it has its own set of prepositions. So that's the outline for today. Basically, like I said, with the nominative, that's the subject. If we use the word to nominate in English, we are putting someone's name in the ring to be voted on. And it's the same idea in grammar. We have the subject of the sentence, the dog. We're naming our subject. It's what's going to do the action that's probably going to come after that. Then we have the accusative case, the direct object. It is the direct object or also the object of a preposition. Well, what's a direct object? Yeah, okay, it's really easy. The direct object is the object in the sentence that receives the action of the verb. So if I have a sentence like, the dog eats the food, then the food is what is being eaten. It's the direct object. The student studies math. Math is what is being studied. It's the direct object. All right, then we have certain prepositions. Bis, durch, für, gegen, ohne, and Those all always take the accusative case. So what's an object of the preposition? It's really just the noun that follows the preposition that we're talking about. So let's take an English preposition. Through. I walk through the woods. The woods is that noun that follows through. That is then our object of the preposition. It's very, very simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Then we have the dative case. The dative case is for indirect objects and objects of the preposition, but different prepositions. So what's an indirect object? Well, the direct object receives the action of the verb, and the indirect object does not. It's usually in a phrase like to in English. So I send flowers to my mother. Amazon delivers packages to everyone around the world. So that to my mother, to everyone, that's the indirect object. Flowers, in the first sentence, I send flowers to my mother. That's the direct object. That's what's being sent. Then we have the indirect object. To whom is it being sent? We don't always have that. I could also say, I send my mother flowers, but then we have the logical context, which tells us that we're not sending my mother to the flowers, but the flowers to my mother. All right, then we have our dative prepositions. Those are aus, außer, bei, mit, seit, nach, von, zu. And then we have the genitive case. And this is something that you would see in some particular phrases of English. For example, the lady of the house, the chairman of the board, the king of the hill, the hair of the dog. All of those of the phrases would be put into the genitive case in German. That's how we would do the same thing. Genitive shows possession. In English, most of the time, we would show possession with our possessive S, right? Ingrid's house. Something like that. All right, there are also genitive prepositions. We have those. Those are anstatt, statt, trotz, and während. Those are your basic prepositions. And the meanings and how they're used will all be notated on the website. You're welcome to go back there. But that's our little tidbit for today. I think I've covered everything, and it was good to see you again.